Hi Capricorn, welcome to the Animals Magic Shop. This is Lisa with your weekly animal spirit message. We're a little bit late, so this week's reading is from Monday to Monday, January 23rd to the 30th, 2023. And this is a one-card reading, but there may be multiple messages for you within that one card. Okay, Capricorn, let's get started. Animal spirits and guides, what would you like Capricorn to know this week? Okay, this is for Capricorn, please. Okay, Capricorn, you have horse. So horse has a couple of different messages for you. The first one has to do with personal power. So horse is saying that your way to personal power is first having power over yourself. And that is done through caring, compassion, loving, sharing, teaching, all of the different qualities that we very much admire in real leaders. And by real leaders, I mean people who lead, who we are happy to follow, who we can respect, who are ethical and have integrity. So the first thing to do is to gain power over your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And this takes a lot of self-control sometimes. And, some of us are easily triggered, or, I think a lot of us are, are probably easily triggered, especially when we get older. But we're triggered a lot of times by the different things that have happened to us in our lives and the different things that have been done to us. So it takes like a lot of practice and willpower to, a lot of times we have to maybe count to 10 before we speak or before we take actions. And instead of flying off the handle, it takes some wisdom to think before we speak and before we act. So achieving this is not an easy lesson, Capricorn, but apparently horse thinks that you are ready to do this. So maybe this is something that you could work on, some of you could work on this week. And it's not to say that you don't have control over your emotions already, Capricorn, but a couple of you may not. I mean, I work very hard at this. I'm going to be 66 years old, and horse is actually my heart totem. And I really have to work hard at this because, I'll think I have it down and I can control myself under any circumstances, and I'll do really well for a long time. And then all of a sudden something will come up and it's just like, bang. It's like, nope, you haven't learned this lesson quite yet. You haven't aced it. You don't have your master's in this or your doctorate in this, so keep working on it. Now, another message from horse that I'm getting for others of you has to do with power over other people. So horse's main lesson is to not try to control others, but try to control yourself. And that's a task in itself. It's really almost impossible to control other people. The only thing that you can really do with others is to lead through example. And if others see that you are calm, cool, and collected, that you have like a level head, that you don't fly off the handle, then others are more likely to follow you because you're leading by example. So the horse is cautioning you to not use the power of your position or your words or your status or your role in the family or in the community to try to force other people to do things your way. It just doesn't work out that well. People may follow you out of fear, but you'll never have their loyalty or your love or their love or their compassion. They won't really, people won't really want to help you, if you intimidate them. And I'm not saying that you guys do this at all, but maybe one of you does, and if you do, this message is for you. Just have control over yourself, focus on yourself, and you will find that others will cooperate with you more easily, and you'll get the results that you want that way. And a third message I'm getting and this may be just for a couple of you, I'm getting horsepower. So this has to do with your car or an engine. Now, I don't know. Let me just see if I can pick up something else. It's just kind of like a soft message for maybe one person to take a look at what you're using for horsepower. Now, maybe there's something wrong with a piece of your equipment, like your generator or your car or your furnace or something like that. So just keep an eye out for anything that's not acting right as far as equipment goes that has horsepower in it. And also for a few of you, you're being cautioned to be mindful of the amount of energy that you're using. So, we're all concerned about the fuel situation in my country, the USA, and pretty much all over the world right now. And nobody wants to be forced to not use any energy at all because, we have to go to work and do our errands and get our kids from school and things like that. But for some of you Capricorns, horse is asking you to just be mindful of the energy that you're using and be respectful of it, and maybe, if possible, try to use a little bit less. If you're the type of person who just can't stay home, you have to go out and do something anyway, and you make a lot of extra trips where you could consolidate your errands into one day and not waste a lot of energy, then horse is asking you to take a look at ways that maybe you can do that. Now, there's another part of this message for you also that may apply for more people other than whichever one of you is a gas guzzler or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick on anybody. That's probably just for one person. But for others of you, horse is asking you to be mindful of conserving your horsepower, conserving your own energy, and don't waste time on being concerned about things that don't really concern you. Don't waste a lot of energy in doing things that aren't for your highest good. A lot of times you can look at your tasks throughout the day and perhaps pick and choose more wisely as to which ones will actually serve you better and which will help you to meet your goals. If you spend a lot of time, say watching media, if you spend a lot of time watching TV and the news, and it's not for the purpose of learning something, it's just for the purpose of glossing over how terrible everything is, and well, that doesn't really serve your highest good to get yourself all upset by watching too much news and too many negative channels, even on YouTube, too much downer energy, too much doom and gloom and apocalypse and invasions of the zombies and stuff like that. So For a lot of you Capricorns, horses cautioning you to spend your energy wisely on things that will benefit you, that will teach you things, that will uplift you and motivate you and help you achieve your goals. Okay? All right, Capricorn, those are your messages. We hope that you have a fantastic week. We really appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.